Hello everyone, welcome to e-learning zone. Today we are doing the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree by William Butler Yeats. As usual, before we start the poem, let's know a little about the poet. Yeats was born in 1865 in County Dublin. He has a very versatile form of writing and he wrote in many forms. In the year 1923, he received the Nobel Prize for Literature. Now, The Lake Isle of Innisfree was published in 1893. It is a musical poem written as a lyric. Here the poet wants to go to Innisfree where he wishes to live in peace and tranquility. This poem explores the poet's longingness for the peace and tranquility of Innisfree, a place where he spent a lot of his time as a child, in the childhood as a boy. This poem is a lyric. Now let me read the first stanza of the poem for you. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there, of clay and wattles made, 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. So now here the poet says about his will, his intentions of going to Innisfree. What is now Innisfree? Let us know a little bit about Innisfree. Innisfree is a small island in Ireland. Here the poet wants to build a small room which would be made out of clay and of twisted sticks or twigs. The poet wants to grow his own food. He wants to grow beans near the cabin and will get honey from the beehive. He wants to live alone in that place where the bees are buzzing, and he wants to live in a place where there is peace and where there is tranquility. Stanza 2. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There are midnights all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evenings full of linnet's wings. Here, the poet says that in Innisfree he will surely experience peace. Maybe this peace comes slowly as the mist of the morning. And he describes the clouds as the veil that hides the sun's rays to fall directly on the earth. Now this scene will make him feel peaceful and happy and calm. The sounds of the crickets bring happiness to him. What is cricket? Cricket are the insects. They are like grasshoppers and they make a peculiar sort of a sound. Now the third line of this stanza, there are midnights all a glimmer and at noon a purple glow. Here on the island, there is light that shines or flickers beautifully in the middle of the night, and what we have in the noon line is a purple glow. The noontime, it is a purple glow there. The poet describes the beauty of Innisfree here, and what happens in the evening is the bird, the little linnets, flutter their wings. One can see the birds flying in the sky, which is again peaceful and tells us about the serenity and the calmness of the island. Now in stanza 3, the poet says, I will arise and go now, for always night and day. I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. So the poet says that he intends to get up right now to that island, to that place, and he wants to go to Innisfree. As every day and night he has been hearing the sound of the waves hitting the island shore. The sounds of lake water striking or hitting the shore keeps recurring in his mind again and again. The poet or the speaker is a city dweller. He lives in city. Now, and as he stands on the roads or on the pavements, that is wherever he is, he can imagine that sound of the lake as it is deeply imbibed in his heart. The sound is consumed, the sound is there in the innermost part of his heart. That is why He hears the sound everywhere, and that sound attracts him to this place, to the Lake Isle of Innisfree. So this was an explanation to the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree by William Butler Yeats. If you have any doubts or any problem, any query, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. Till the next video, happy learning. Bye-bye.